Okay, this is the practice test, and we want to change the theme to Ion. That would be under design here, and I think it's one of these. Yeah, they're the name of pairs, so it's Ion, and that's the one we want. Okay, and then we want to insert a title slide at the top of the document. So let's click over here on the left side at the top, and on the Home tab is the New Slide button, and we want a title slide. We want Heelan Construction Project. And then for the subtitle, put your name. And it does all caps for that. Add a footer to all slides except the title slide. Make slide numbers visible. So let's go to, that's on Insert. And it's just like it is in Word, just about like it is in Word. Choose header and footer. And what we want is we want slide numbers, but we don't want them on the title slide. Click on Apply to All. And there the slide numbers are and everything except the title slide. Okay, on slide 1, add your name to the author notes. This is slide 1, so just go down here on the bottom and put your name in. Now we're going to go to slide 2, and on the project overview slide here, we want to change the layout to to content. So let's go back to the Home tab, and that's on the Layout tab here, and we want to content. And we want some clip art using construction, and what we want to do is we want, so that would be, they don't have a clip art button anymore. They have online pictures though, which is basically the same thing. And when the Insert Pictures dialog box comes up, let's type in construction and hit enter. And we will get a bunch of construction options here. And we'll pick this one right here and click on Insert. Okay, and so we want that on the right side. And it doesn't say so, but let's align that in. That's the center of the slide. I don't want the center of the slide, but I do want it aligned in the middle of the slide. And then I want it over there. And we'll do the same thing with this one. Now, if we're going to center it, though, you got to, if you want the text to be centered, you got to make sure that the box just encloses the text. And then we'll go here and we will do an align middle, which will center it vertically. So now they're right across from one another. And then we want to go to slide 3. And we want to increase the indent level for the even numbered line. So that would be this one. And all you got to do is, you can go to the Home tab if you want to, and click on the increased list level up here. But I think the easy way to do it, the way I'm going to do it on the rest of them, is just go to the beginning of the line and hit the Tab key. Tab, Tab. Okay, now we want to stay on slide 3. We want to apply the bounce animation to the bulleted list. So let's select the whole bulleted list here and go to animation, and bounce is already selected for us. But this is where you can select your animation. And then let's go to slide number 4. And on slide number 4, I want to add some smart art. And I want the upward arrow. So that's on Insert and Smart Art. And under Process, I want the upward arrow, and that one looks like it ought to be called Upward Arrow, and it is. And then what we want is we want the same text that we had here. So I'm going to try and see if I can make my life a little bit easier here. And I'm going to do a Control-C and copy that. And then I'm going to go here, and over on the left side here, I'm going to delete what's there, and I'm going to do a Control-V for paste. And there it is. I didn't have to type it all in. Set the colors to colored fill, accent 1. I'm going to close this now because I've got the text. That's just for entering the text. Once I've got it in, I'm probably okay. I can close it. And so let's go to design here, and under colors we want let me see, colored outline accent 1, colored outline accent 2, okay, I want accent 1, colored fill, there we go. And I want the Smart Art style to be 3D brick. Here's the styles. Let's click on the down arrow, and the 3D ones are listed down here, and they all have a name. Polished, inset, cartoon, powder, brick. There we go, brick scene. And that takes care of that one. That one's actually a little bit hard to read right now, but if I go here and might have to undo that. Okay, now I've got those boxes back, and I think what I can do is, move the box a little bit, and I probably don't need to resize the box. I can just move it a little bit. Let's make sure it's down here below, and maybe I do have to if it runs into the bottom. And let's shrink this one up a little bit, and it moved down about right for it. This one is not too bad the way it is. I'll just drop it just a little bit. Okay, now let's go apply the brick, which is this one. Okay, and that takes care of slide number 4. Now let's go on to slide number 5. Center all the text in the table both vertically and horizontally. So here's my table, and let's go to our design tab, and that's mostly colors here. And if we go to layout though, I have the option here of centering. This will center it horizontally, and I need to select all before I do that. Okay, so drag the mouse through all of the cells and then center them horizontally, and then center them vertically. And apply the table style, medium style to accent 5. So let's go to our styles back here, and I want to click on the down arrow, click on the more, and I want medium style 2 accent 5. So this row I think is style 2, accent 5 is the right over here, accent 5. And then apply the Art Deco cell bevel effect. So that's an effect, and it's a cell bevel, and I want Art Deco, which I think is this one, yes. Slide 6, we want to create a 2D column chart. Let's go to slide 6. Okay, and we already have some data here in a table, and I'm just going to do Control X on that and get rid of it. And then I'm going to actually delete what's left of the table here. And then let's click on Insert Chart, and we want a clustered column chart, so click on OK. And eventually we get a little Excel box here, and I'm going to try pasting the data in. Let's see if I can do a paste. I don't want to keep the source formatting because it was kind of big. Let's do the destination formatting, and there we go. Now let's try, actually I don't think that matters. What matters is this blue box here. I want to go to the corner here and make sure that the blue box ends where my data ends. Okay, and I'm going to just hit the delete key on this stuff. I'm going to hit the delete key on this stuff, so all that's left is this, and we'll make this a little bit wider. And that looks a lot like what our chart is supposed to look like. We need to change the major unit. I think we can close this now. And we want to change the chart title to budget. So let's change this to budget, and just drag the mouse over it and type on top of it. And it doesn't say here, but we really don't want this legend here either. We want the chart style to be style 1, which I think is what we have already. And then we want to change the major unit, and we want to add the text millions of dollars. And the easy way to add an axis title is to go over here and go to primary vertical, and it appears right there, and we should be able to type right on top of it. And then the last thing we have to do is we have to change these numbers here. And let's right click on that and let's try format axis. And what we get over here is major grid lines should be 1 instead of, there we go. And now I've got numbers 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 over here. And we can close that because now we're done. And we want transition called zoom. So let's go to transitions here and let's see if we can find zoom. And there it is right there. And I want to apply that to all. Now let's see if that did get applied to everything. So let's go here and we'll do a little preview. Okay, and here's slide 1, and there's slide 2, slide 3, and it looks like it's zooming. And then we're getting the bounce on the bullets here. Okay. And it says change the font theme to adjacency. I'm not sure why I did that because I had just set it to Ion at the beginning, but let's go back to our design tab here. And let's find adjacency. I don't remember what that looks like. And it's possible that that is a leftover command from 2010. Let me see. And I'm not getting the names of these here. Frame, main event, Metropolitan. Yeah, I'm not getting it. So we will, let's see. Yeah, it doesn't appear to be here. Although the ones in the middle here, the correct names are not coming up for those. Let me try one more thing here. Let me click off of this and let me go down here and see if I get better names. Wisp, Banded. I'm still getting that that business. It's looking for out somewhere on the hard drive for it, and it's not showing the entire name. So we will just leave it with an Ion theme then.